Well, hello everybody. This is Pastor Bert Cloud with your Sunday forecast. I hope that you are doing well, that you're dry, and that you're warm. I had forgotten about what a late fall rainstorm is like, and so when I came in today, I was wet and cold. So it's nice to be inside. Now, I don't know what the weather's going to be these next few days. No, it's going to be cold and it's going to be warm and it's going to be. So, I know that you don't look for me to give you your actual weather forecast. You got sources for that. But I know you also look for me to give you the in sanctuary, in church forecast. And I'll tell you, it's great. So this Sunday, which is the third Sunday of Advent, we will be gathered in our sanctuary, and we'll be talking about in anticipation of the coming of Christ, how we are called to be followers of Christ in the midst of all that. This whole season of Advent is about preparation, and not just a remembrance of Christ coming a couple thousand years ago, important, good, but also how Christ is showing up today, that Christ is still part of the inbreaking of God's kingdom even today. And so we are going to be talking about the good that you are called to do, doing the good that is yours to do. Sorry, my mom told me not to point, so imagine I didn't point, And also, we will be working from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 3. I'm going to read the passage for you. It is from, traditionally, in this time of year, we always kind of like read about the preparation for Jesus to show up. And oftentimes, John the Baptist is a frequent character that comes into the scene, and we will be doing that. We will be spending time with him on Sunday. And he doesn't mess around. So let me read to you from this passage, Luke 3, 7 through 16, and we'll hear. And it's kind of tough, okay? Then John said to the crowds who came to be baptized by him, "You children of snakes." Right. He's starting, "You children of snakes," and says, "Who warned you to escape from the angry judgment that is coming soon? Produce fruit that shows that you have changed your hearts and lives. And don't even think about saying to yourselves, 'Abraham's our father.' I tell you that God is able to raise up Abraham's children from these stones. The axe is already at the root of the trees. Therefore, every tree that doesn't produce good fruit will be chopped down and tossed into the fire." The crowds ask him, "What then should we do?" John answered, "Whoever has 2 shirts must share with the one who has none, and whoever has food must do the same." Even tax collectors came to be baptized. They said to him, "Teacher, what should we do?" And he replied, "Collect no more than you are authorized to collect." They would tack on service fees and extort people in the midst of all that. Not particularly popular people in their neighborhoods. Soldiers ask, "Well, what about us? What should we do?" And he answered, "Don't cheat or harass anyone, and be satisfied with your pay." The people were filled with expectation, and everyone wondered whether John might be the Christ, the anointed one, the one who's coming. John replied to them all, "I baptize you with water, but the one who is more powerful than me is coming, and I'm not worthy to loosen the strap on his sandals. He will baptize you with the Holy Spirit and with fire." So, John doesn't mess around, but he's also calling us to be very specific, very kind of like authentically contextual about how we are doing good, how we are making a difference, how we're serving. So we'll be talking about that a bit on Sunday, and also stick around. Don't go away. I want to tell you about a couple ways that we are serving, and you might be part of that. Now, on Christmas Eve, we have as a church what's called Shepherd's Run. You may have been part of that or heard of it, and it is not a 5K, although that would be an interesting 5K. No, it is an opportunity to care for people who are taking care of our community during the holiday. So, you know, many of us will be together with family and friends on Christmas, but on Christmas Day, there will be people who are going to be serving our community, those folks who are working in medical facilities, those who are in law enforcement. And so as a way of kind of like ministering, kind of loving them as they care for us, we will be providing, gifts, beautiful kind of like sustaining food even. And so what we need, as I've been thinking about it, what we need are bakers and takers because we'll need folks to kind of like put some of the food that we will be giving away together in advance, of course, and then folks who will take some time out of their Christmas Day and go and deliver that material. Wherever you're watching this, wherever you kind of like came across this video, there should be some information nearby, and certainly we can provide that to you about how to participate in that, but I want you to figure out, if you can, how you can be a baker or taker or both as part of Shepherd's Run, and that would be super. Now, also this coming Saturday is our normal Grace Ministries Distribution Day. That's a ministry of providing meals for families, neighbors who are in need. And so we do this monthly, but at Christmas time, we do a little extra. In fact, sometimes it's hard to get folks together for doing this. Let me kind of walk with you a little bit. I'm going to, oh goodness, let's see. Just ignore the finger. All right, here we go. So I'm going to take you on a trip. Oh, you can see our really cool decorations. The sanctuary is lovely, and those of you who were part of setting that up, that's awesome. Not everybody could, of course. Don't feel bad if you couldn't, but gosh, thank you so much for all the ways in which you enrich the life of our church and our family. I'm going to walk down the hall here so that you can see, walking down the hall here. Of course, on Saturday morning, we need volunteers to help be part of the distribution part. It's a really excellent kind of well-organized machine that provides a lot of good. All right, so let's see here. All right, here's staff working. Hey, I'm videoing you guys, so don't turn around. Don't turn around. No, turn around. Turn around and say Merry Christmas if you'd like. There we go. All right, thank you. All right, so yay, they didn't know I was going to do that. I'm going to be in trouble. All right, so actually we are, as part of the Grace Ministries, going to be providing a blessing bag, a gift of goodness. So here are one of the bags. You can see that there are lots and lots of bags, and there has been some really lovely people that have come and done extremely wonderful work, kind of getting all this together. These will be given in addition to the food that will be provided for the folks who come. Oh, and we had a really great donation of diapers and lots of really cool stuff. So let me step you through some of the things that will be part of this. It's really, really good stuff inside of here. There is, of course, it is the season of hot chocolate. There's popcorn in there as well, and some other kind of small gifts. There's tea, and there are, it's tempting to take one of these back to my office because I haven't had lunch yet. But I'm not going to, but boy, there's some good stuff. There's calendars and crayons and coloring books. There's Christmas cards here for folks. Just, those kind of things that really sort of help make the season great. So and the squishy stuff, that's really important for young people now, particularly this is really popular and cool this year. Coloring activity book, and every bag has a book for children from our church. There's a blessing inside there. You can probably see it. That says, "May the pages of this book be filled with the magic of Christmas and the boundless joy of endless possibilities and the everlasting love of Jesus Christ." Merry Christmas, little ones, and it is a gift that goes with the message of Jesus to every person that comes for a bag. So I took a moment to wrap that back up the way that I found it. I'm so thankful for the many hands that have worked to provide these and make them available. It takes all of us working together to do this work and to share the good news. So thank you if you've been part of it. And even in what you might think of as small ways, there are no ultimately really small ways. If you're thinking, I'd like to be part of that on Saturday, look for information wherever you have seen this video about how you can come and be part of that distribution on Saturday morning. Listen, I hope that you have a great rest of your week, that you are finding yourselves kind of overwhelmed and surprised by the joy that comes with this season. There's other things that comes too, but there is so much good and so much possibility that we get surprised by. So God bless you. Take care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you on Sunday.